Welcome friends! Today I'm trying out a little bit of a different format. I wanted to talk about my February plans, so it's a little bit more of a vlogging type of conversational video, also a little bit shorter than like my educational ones, so I hope you're interested in it. I'm curious to hear your feedback. Is that interesting to you? Give me a thumbs up. Is it boring to you? I don't take offense if it's a thumbs down. Totally fine. I'm still figuring out the content which will resonate with my audience, so please be honest with your feedback. Don't worry, I can take it. So in terms of what I've planned for February, as you can imagine, February is not the strongest month for gardening in New England or any type of gardening activities of that matter, but there are a few things you can do. One item on this list is winter sowing. For example, winter sowing is a really great way to use your milk jugs or any type of like larger translucent containers, put some soil and seeds in and put them actually outside. This works really well with like cold stratified perennials, but also any type of cold hardy annuals like snapdragons whatsoever. And I'm doing a very detailed video probably on the weekend or next week about it, so just subscribe to my channel if you're interested in that. You will get notified when I publish it, but it will come very soon. And the matter of fact, one really cool thing is I teach an online an on-site workshop here at a local education center for winter sowing, which I'm looking very much forward to. The other item I have on my list is to start my onions. Those will be the first vegetables for 2023, which I will start from seed. Onions get out quite early, but also take long to get them to a size to plant them outside. So for that reason, they are usually the first true vegetable I start from seed in the year, and usually around second or third week of February, depending on my schedule. So that will be something what I do in the vegetable department. And in the flower department, we have a few things going on, because there are many different ways you can start flowers from seeds. So there are flowers from seeds, there are flowers from corms, there are flowers from bulbs, there are flowers from tubers, right? So with the flowers you have always a lot of fun with many different ways you can plant them. So that is something what I also very much enjoy with the flowers. So from seed I will start the cool flowers. I in fact just recorded a video which will go up end of this week. When you see that in a little bit older, you'll find it already on my channel. It's the cool flower process, methodology, however you want to call it. It is when so there are a few flowers which are very cold hardy, even annuals in that department, which you can plant out super duper early. So that's what I'm trying to attempt for the first time this year, because one of my great goals for 2023 is to have non-stop cut flowers in my house from Mother's Day until end of the season. Of course, what kind of flowers it will change. In the spring it will be like spring flowers, and then hopefully we'll transition nicely into the summer flowers, but that is my goal. Stick around here if you want to see if it works out or not. I'm not fully sure yet if it will be non-stop flowers. I have a feeling it might be with a few breaks in between. Just to give you an comparison data fact from my season last year, the first bouquet from the garden was July 4th weekend, and then literally non-stop until November, the first week of November. That was awesome. I didn't have my spring flowers laid out well last year because we were still building my parameter, or like my cut flower garden as it is this year complete. So this year I'm focusing on the spring flowers to see what I can learn there in terms of timing, when to plant them out, etc. So we are starting the cool flowers. They will go out as a planned date first week of April if the weather is in our favor. This is 6 to 8 weeks before our last frost date, and that is the methodology with cool flowers. They can tolerate frost still, not necessarily a super hard frost, but anything what dips down to 28 degrees at night temperatures they don't fuss with that, so they don't care so much. So we'll see. I'll keep a very close eye on the weather. I'm also not going super risky on the 8 weeks mark. This is my 6 weeks mark. So we'll play it by the ear when we see the weather forecast. The winter has been so strange over here. We have 50s today here, which is January 30th. We'll ditch down into a high of 18 in like 4 days, and then we come back up 2 days again, 2 days later after that, back to 50s. So we're having a very, very strange, unusual roller coaster in the 2023 winter here. So weird. So who knows what nature has in stock for us. April, so will be probably even more wild. Anyway, that was the one thing in the flower department. The other thing is my anemones and ranunculus corms. I'll start them with a pre-sprouting process probably around Valentine's Day, mid of February, to get them going. Keep them for 2 to 3 weeks depending on how they sprout in the basement, and ideally have them out and about beginning of March, like in the first 2 weeks of March. That is my ideal time window. This is very, very early for us here in New England, but I have these spring flowers covered with in row cover with thick AG19 frost cloth over it, to really hope that this gives me the time advantage I need to really get a little bit of extra time for those flowers to bloom by Mother's Day. And with a little bit of luck, that works out, because they need like around like 80 to 90 days to bloom. So we might miss the Mother's Day just by a hair or so, but yeah, we'll see. I'm really curious to see if that timing works out. Yep, so that is what I have in check for February. Again, not the most active month over here, but we start to slow roll into heavy seed starting season, which is for me March and April. This is where I fight about space in the basement. So I'll keep you along with here. Again, let me know if you like this conversational setup here with a vlog. I'm not intending to add this very, very often at the moment. I have in mind monthly to see what's going on. Maybe for the heavy activity month, I will sneak in like every other week one more to just keep you posted if you like this format, but I'm not intending to have that more often at the moment. There's not that much going on, so maybe in the summer, I don't know. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. I am here, the content is for you, so that's important to me that I make content that the audience enjoys. As always, subscribe or watch another video, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye. Guess who kept watching here my shenanigans? What do you think, Maggie? Was it good? No? Unimpressed? Okay. Goodbye.